it's Nev here. In this video we're going to learn the difference between absolute and relative cell references. Now we've constructed a formula here to increase £200, 200 Pokey dollars, by 20%. That formula has 4s in it, but when I look further down it's got 5s, it's got 11s. So the formula is really saying take the value 2 cells to the left and multiply it by the value, hang on, let's have a look here. Take the value 2 cells to the left, which is the blue one, and multiply it by 1 plus the value 1 cell to the left. We call this a relative reference because each cell grabs values relative to it, relative to its position, so to the left of its position. That allows us to copy down like so. Alright, now we're going to create the GST for these prices. So I've put the GST up here in one cell. We live in Australia. If the Australian government changed the rate and I had a column for GST, I'd have to change it 15 times or 20 times. If I have one cell, I only need to change it once. So what is going to be my new price? Well, let's work out the actual GST value for starters. Remember that if I'm doing a formula, I must do equals first. I'm going to grab my pre-GST price and I'm going to multiply that by my GST, which is in cell G4. Hang on, what happened there? Let me just do that again. I want this cell, G4, times, times, and up here, cell B2. Right. Enter is equal. Let's not worry at the moment about that Pokemon dollars being at the end. We'll fix that. Now, that's okay for this cell, but watch when I copy down. I've got errors. And that's because in this cell, I'm wanting to multiply by B3, and in B3, there is only text. So what I have to do is make sure that when I copy down, I do not change the row number here. So I'm going to put in a $sign, and that makes the row absolute. Now if I copy down, in every case I'm looking at B2. Now in some cases if I was going to copy this to the right, then I would want my column absolute as well. So let's just go back here and put a $1 in front of B. And then I can copy to the right and I will get 10% of my GST. So, alright, I'm going to say Control Z, undo, here, I do not want the $sign in there. I put in minimal absolutes. I'm going to delete that. And we have covered the difference between an absolute cell reference. All of these have an absolute row number, and a relative row cell reference where there are no $signs.